What's up? Welcome to week four of the Spoonhunt Food Show for Foreigners. I'm your host Adam, and this week we're continuing on the bingo challenge. We figured this week I would just tackle all the rest of the meats off the board, and my friend Piggy here is going to help me in more ways than one. So I'll meet you there. I'm sorry, Piggy. We're standing in front of a very cool restaurant called Nanjing Da Pai Da, or Nanjing Impressions, and we're here to get Shizito, or lion's head meatballs. Lion's head meatballs are from Nanjing, and so why not go directly to the source? These will make them really authentic, so let's go inside and get them. The restaurant's really cool because everything is modeled after ancient Nanjing. The lanterns, all of the architecture, and even where you sit is designed after old Chinese food stalls. The food is cooked in those food stalls directly in front of you, so you can watch it being made. At night, there's often a ancient Suzhou opera performance, and it's a really cool atmosphere to come to and eat. Pretend like you're in old China. There's some pretty weird stuff on this menu. There's stewed duck blood with vermicelli, stewed pig lung, and pigeon soup. But of course, they have the stewed meatballs, or the lion's head meatballs, right here, and that's what we got. My shizito, or lion's head meatball, has arrived, and it's humongous. It takes up almost this entire bowl. It's made with just pork, and it's stewed in a broth when it's cooked. Sometimes it can be brown because there'll be soy sauce added to it, but this one's very light color, which means that it's just straight pork and no other ingredients were added. But because it's stewed in a broth, it's very tender and soft and easy to cut, so let's give it a shot. It's really fluffy. It's not too strong. It's very subtle because the broth is clear, but it's very easy to eat pork and an easy bingo square. We are currently sitting at this restaurant in Shanghai that's a very, very old style Shanghai restaurant. The wallpaper, the lanterns on the ceiling, all the decor, even the chairs and the tables are super old Shanghainese style. And we're sitting here for lunch, and we decided to look on Spoonhunt to see if we had it, and we do. And we figured while we're here we might as well try to get a bingo square. The entire menu is in Chinese, so we glanced down to the menu on Spoonhunt to see what bingo squares they might have, and the very first one is Hong Xiao Rou, which goes by a lot of different English names. Here it's called Braised Pork. This place is one of those tick off and circle the menu items that you want, and of course it's all in Chinese. So what I did is, if you click on the menu item in Spoonhunt, it'll show you a picture with the Chinese characters. So I'm matching the Chinese characters from Spoonhunt on the menu to find the braised pork, pork belly, Hong Xiao Rou that we're looking for the bingo square. This is the glorious Hong Xiao Rou, pork belly, braised pork, whatever you want to call it. This is it. It smells really sweet because in Shanghai the palate is sweeter things. It's made by caramelizing sugar and putting a little bit of soy sauce in it, and then stewing the pork in there for about 30 or more minutes, depending on how long you want, to let all the flavors soak in and expel all of the fatty oils. And it comes out really juicy and tender and really easy to eat. I'm pretty excited to try it out. I've never had it, but it smells delicious. I have an insane sweet tooth, so this is gonna be really fun for me. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on top of the rice and not let any of this delicious sauce go to waste. Pour that all over the rice. Here we go. It's really tender, it's super easy to chew. It may look fatty, but it's absolutely not. It doesn't taste fatty at all. This is my first time, but if you haven't had this, go out and get it right now. It's amazing. It's a great new experience. This is why the bingo game was created, and I'm really glad that we got this. I'm not totally sure where I am right now, but I know that we're on our way to get Pao Chicken, which I actually thought was just an American Chinese food, but it turns out it's a real Chinese food, and it's pretty delicious. We're staying in front of this tiny Sichuan restaurant that makes pretty amazing Pao Chicken and Gongbao Jiding, and we're gonna go inside and get the bingo square. At this small sort of hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant, the way to order is you take this little booklet, which is basically their menu, and you have to write down in Chinese your order on a piece of paper. that they give you. Each page is sorted by different dishes, so they have the cold dishes, pork, beef, and then of course what we're looking for, the chicken page, which is this one. And you have to find what you're looking to order for us. It's Kung Pao Chicken, and write it down. So here it is, fresh off the pan, Kung Pao Chicken or Kung Pao Chicken, what we came here for, the bingo square. It's a pretty generous helping of chicken breast, chilies, peanuts, and soy sauce, all mixed into one, and it's steaming, smells really good. It's supposed to be a little bit spicy, but I think I can handle it, and let's give it a try. Kung Pao Chicken in the United States and in other countries is usually a lot sweeter, but here in China it's salty and spicy. The chili makes it spicy, and then the soy sauce plus the peanuts make it really salty. The chicken is very tender and juicy. It's coated very generously with the sauce, and what I recommend is you just put a lot of it on your rice, roll it around, get the rice, some of the flavor in there too, and then scoop it all together. It's a great bingo square. Go out and get it. I'm at this Hundun or wonton place. We're kind of in a pretty local area of Shanghai, and we're at this really old restaurant that has tons of Chinese people in it right now. It's a kind of a local favorite. It closes at 5 o'clock, but we're gonna go in right now and get the Hundun bingo square, the wonton bingo square, and this is as local as we can get for this. It's going pretty crazy in here, but I ordered some vegetable and pork wontons, and I get this little ticket that I have to give to the kitchen to place my order, so let's do it. I kind of waited there for a long time. I didn't really know what to do with it, but eventually someone took it, so my order's in. These are my Hundun or wontons. As I was getting them, all the people were talking about how there's a foreigner in here, but they were made fresh right in front of me. I got pork and vegetable, but you can get straight meat, you can get shrimp, there's tons of different kinds. And they make them, they take the square dough, they stuff them, and then just pinch them and boil them in water. They're really slippery, so it's really helpful to have this spoon to help eat them. They're kind of like dumpling with just extra skin on them, so let's eat it. You can tell that they put sesame oil in the inside and gives some extra flavor, and these are some of the tastiest wontons I've ever had. The local places really know how to do it right, so that's why I recommend you go. But you can add, you know, sauce, hot sauce, pepper too, anything, but seriously these things are great just by themselves, and it's a very delicious bingo square, and easy. We're standing in front of a Beijing Roast Duck place. If you can't see the sign above, I'm really excited. I've actually never had Beijing Roast Duck, even though I've been to Beijing before. I know, really bad of me, but I'm getting it now. I'm doing it for the bingo square. Let's go inside out of the rain and get the sweet, awesome Beijing Roast Duck. This is our humongous spread of Beijing Roast Duck, Beijing Kaoya. We ordered it off of the Spoonhunt deals. Don't forget that we have those, go check them out. But it came, it's all this stuff, and this is the bingo square right here. This is Beijing duck. I've actually never had this before, so you guys are gonna witness something really awesome, which is me for the first time trying to eat food. I've been told this strategy, I'm gonna try it out. First thing you do is take one of these little tortilla bun wrap things, and you put it on your plate. So you take the duck and you dip it in this sweet bean sauce they give you. Try to get a lot on there. Put it in the middle of your wrap, and then you can take the cucumbers and the onions and put some in there just to add a little bit more texture and a little bit more flavor. And once you've got enough ingredients inside, you don't need chopsticks anymore. Take your hands and you just roll it up as best you can. I don't really know how to roll this, but we'll just kind of do this little thing. And so apparently I didn't do it well enough, so my coworkers are actually going to show you how you do the Beijing duck wrap. First you take the duck and you dip it in the delicious sauce and spread it around the wrap like it's a paintbrush. Try to coat as much as you can so you can get the flavor everywhere. Maybe add a little bit more duck just in case. Then you add the vegetables, the cucumbers and the onions. With your hands, fold it in half in the middle, squish everything in there, fold the sides in like a little burrito, and then roll the rest of it. Use your hands and you just get the bingo square. This is so delicious. The skin of the duck is crispy. The meat is really tender. You have to add the cucumber and the onions just for the crunch of the wrap, but by far the best part is the sauce. Get a lot of the sauce on there. It's super flavorful. It's a good mixture between a little bit of sweet and a little bit of salty, and it just makes the whole wrap delicious and a very, very good bingo square. 恭喜发财，新年快乐. Happy Chinese New Year from all of us at Spoonhunt to you. Thanks for watching this week. Thanks for following us and being great users. Have a very safe holiday, and we'll check back with you guys in a few weeks.